You don't eat spinach, it's because no one has prepared it for you like this. I'm sure that once you try it, you won't stop eating it. For this recipe, you will need 150 grams of well-washed spinach. Now you're going to proceed to finely chop it just as I'm doing. Tell me if spinach is your favorite and if you have already prepared it this way. And if you haven't prepared it like this yet, I invite you to do it at home. I'm sure the result is extremely delicious. Once ready, you're going to set it aside for a moment. You will also need 100 grams of cheese. It can be any cheese of your preference, whether it's fresh or one that melts well. You're going to grate it on the finest side of the grater just as I'm doing. You can omit the cheese and add ham or another ingredient of your preference. Once ready, you're going to set it aside for a moment. In a bowl, you're going to place a cup and a half of oats, the 150 grams of chopped spinach, 1 onion cut into small cubes. Also, you're going to add 4 to 5 room temperature eggs. Ever since I prepared this healthy recipe, my daughter asks me to make it every day. The 100 grams of grated mozzarella cheese, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of pepper. Now you're going to thoroughly incorporate all the ingredients until you have a homogeneous mixture. I would love to know in which corner of the world you are. Share your country with me so I can send you a special greeting in our next recipe. Today I want to send a big greeting to Cherry Christian from Nigeria, Crystal Daniel Smith from California, USA, and to Chris Coraher, who follows us from North Carolina. It's a pleasure to know that you are enjoying our recipes. To finish, you're going to add a teaspoon of oregano powder and continue incorporating. Guys, I assure you this recipe is absolutely delicious, and the best part is that it's very easy to prepare. You'll see the result. Here you can also add carrots or any other vegetable. I'm sure the result will be incredible. Once ready, you're going to set it aside for a few seconds. In a hot skillet, you're going to place a drizzle of oil and a cube of butter. It's very important to me to have your opinion. That's why I invite you to share your thoughts on today's recipe by rating it from 1 to 10. Now you're going to place the mixture just as I'm doing, although you can bake them or do it in an air fryer. They are really exquisite either way. Now you're going to cover and let cook on low heat for about 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, you're going to turn it over so that it browns on both sides and let it brown for about 3 more minutes. Once the cooking time has passed, they will be ready. Nicely browned and very fluffy. Really exquisite and too delicious. And what can't be missing in this recipe is a good sauce. I use a mayo ketchup sauce. Tell me below if this is the first time you've seen one of my recipes. I hope you enjoyed following these steps as much as I enjoyed sharing them with you. I really appreciate that you've watched my recipe to the end. See you next time.